What's up everybody, and thank you so much for joining me back into Bellwright as we are now on part 8. And with today's episode, what I want to do is I want to try and liberate Padstow. Now before I do that, I do need to recruit some more villagers. Now I intend to recruit another 2, and I think then we'll be in total, with myself included, we will be 15 people within this village, which is a decent size. Now off screen I've also moved most of the structures. As you can see, I've moved towards my actual location of where I want the village. So when we head out to this way, you can see the hunting cabin has been finished. I've got my butchering table also here. So when they catch any animals, they can just head out here to this butchering table and they can go gut them over there. And then also the people coming from my fishing hut, they will also come this way and they will take it to the butchering table. Now I've added some more houses. You can see I've got a 4th house actually that's being built over here, and then I've got my mining hut over here, and then right next to the mining hut we've got the lumberjack's hut. There we go, or they just call it the lumberjack. So we've got that set up, and then over here we've got the weavers. So I can actually take down that weaving table. I can also take down, but I do think of maybe just placing another weaving table over here, so then at least we can craft 2 different things at the same time. I've moved my campfire over here towards this side, and yeah, now I do want to add maybe another barn over here before I take down the other stockpiles. Now you can see on the map we've currently got a reclamation party that's coming in, so they are getting quite close. But with this reclamation party, there's only 4 brigands that's part of the reclamation party, so we should be able to easily overtake them. And yeah, so let's just get going with that. I did also build up my relationship with Padstow up to the protector level, so we already on the level that we need to be if we want to attempt to liberate it. I've got to now just wait for this reclamation party to come so that we can then take them on. And yeah, as you can see, I've got my drying rack up here. I'll probably place another one or another 2 right next to it, and then we've got our mixing bucket that I've moved across. But yeah, let's just, I'm going to put this rawhide, I'm going to put into the barn, and then I'm going to move a whole bunch of these villages. I'm going to move across from those housing tents. I'm going to move them into these houses over here. So this one is fully occupied. We don't have anybody in here on that side. There's still 4 spaces left and another 2 spaces over here. So let's just maybe look at moving another 4 of my villages just for now. And I wanted to keep 2 spaces open for the new villages that we're going to bring in. So I'm not going to take down all of these housing tents, maybe just 2 of them for now. Okay, so let's see here. Manage, okay, Lobomir and Tyon. So these 2 guys I'm going to take out, and let's just maybe disassemble this structure over here, and we can do the same with this one. I think let's do this as well. Miles and Simus, there we go, and let's just say disassemble. Cool. Alright, we're going to take these 2 down, and then I'm going to just move them into the proper house. I think that is everything. So now they can actually utilize those resources for anything else that they need to build or that they need to craft. Just taking all of this down. There we go. Okay, that's everything. In fact, let's just maybe take down this weaver table also. There we go. I think that is everything. We don't have enough inventory space for all of these things. Okay, I'll have to come back for that. So I'm going to just build another weaver loom right next to the weaver hut. You see, the town looks really nice, especially in winter time. Now with all the fires that's lit there. And I've also placed myself a standing torch by the village hall. You can see over here, it really lights up the area. Okay, so now let's just see for the weaving. It's the weaver loom. Leave. Yeah, there we go. So we can place it. I think this is a good location. If we can place it kind of, or actually, let's do this. I'm gonna place it kind of out of the way. Let's just maybe place it right over here, like so. Okay, then we still just need to get some stones to complete that. The rest of the items I'm going to slot in here. Flax, the rope, and the thatch, all of those things. I've got plenty of fine steel over here, so I'm going to just grab another one for myself. We do get plus 20% combat attributes, so that's going to give us some more attack damage. And let's just see how far the brigands are. They're still quite some distance away. So I did see that Cressida, she was actually attacked. And I can see now they're attacking Rudy over there. Oh my hat. So I'm so frustrated with these patrols that keeps on passing there. And they isolate my villagers, so at the end of the day, then these guys, they can't take them on alone. It looks like... yeah, okay. It looks like actually Rudy managed to overtake the one guy. Oh no. Don't know if we're gonna make it on time. There we go. Oh, okay, thank goodness. We managed to save Rudy over there. And Rudy is just trying to like peacefully fish over here. But seeing that we've only got 4 brigands that's coming, I think if I've got maybe 8 of my villagers, that just helps me to fight them off. I think that should be enough. I've got a funny feeling that because they're only 4, that they're going to be 4 strong guys, so I need to maybe have at least double the amount of villagers to take them on. Now I can see there's a deer over here, and I'm not so good with my shooting, but let's see if we can take it out. I did get a good hit, but it turned when I wanted to shoot it in the head. I'm gonna just have to run after it and see if I can just get one other clean hit. Now the deer are much more alert than they used to be, so like in the past you can get relatively close without them running away, but now you've actually got to stand some distance away. Well, I've got to leave that deer for now because we can see the brigands are right here. And like I've said, I'm going to maybe just get 8 of my villagers to just come together. I've started crafting the basic gambeson also now. For the basic gambeson, I need at least 4 strength to be able to equip it. Now there's very few of my villagers that's on 4 strength. I'm not even on 4 strength myself. So let's just see, my strength at the moment is at 3, very close to 4. In fact, I do think I've got a book that I can boost my strength up to 4. But let's just quickly get all of the villagers together. I want to get my strongest ones together. So Simus is quite good. We're going to take Simus. Let's just leave Rudy for now. Robert, I'm going to definitely take. Miles. All of these guys, they need food. Lubomir. George. Penny. And Elise. I would say these are my strongest ones. Okay.
I will leave soon. I'm too hungry to fight.
So I'm sending them to the warehouse now. So this is a way that you can get them to get food. Send them to the warehouse. Then they should collect food here. Come on. Get your food. Get your food.
Sorry, I'm too hungry to battle.
There we go. Okay, you can see that he did grab some food. George Lockwood has no weapons. Okay, why did you all put your weapons away? Give order. Get your weapons, get your weapons.
Sorry, I'm too hungry to battle.
Okay, you were supposed to grab some food. Man, let's just see if there's any food that I can give to them here. Nothing in here. Well, this is all raw food. Okay, well in any case, I think we're gonna just have to go with it now. Even if they're ready or not. There they come. Actually got a clean hit over there. So we've got 3 archers actually. Here we go. Okay, nice. I thought it would have been much stronger, guys, but it was 3 archers with 1 not so well armored brigand. Let's just see a call to arms, dismiss. Alright, that didn't go too bad. I'm gonna just take that bandage for myself. I actually thought the guys fell in battle and they just decided to go and sleep here. Oh, shibbit. I haven't assigned them to the house yet. That's why they went laying down there. Oh, now I feel actually pretty bad. I forgot to assign them to the house. Oh, that's not good. Well, let's just quickly move them into the house. Oh man, sorry guys. Here we go. And then these 2 guys, here we go. We can assign them also. So I don't think they're going to come to the house unless I physically go to them and speak to them or interact with them. Then they will head out to the house. So let's just see here. I feel like I can't leave them. Okay, there you go. Go to your house.
What news
There you
do you
go.
bring?
You've got a house now. Oh, Miles. Miles is just sleeping there by the stockpile. Just want to see who else is laying somewhere. Pion is also sleeping on the ground there. I'll go interact with him maybe first. Yeah, you see, Town just decided he's gonna just drop down right over here.
Yes?
There you go, you can go to bed. Right, so currently you can see I'm busy doing the research for the tanner site. That is the next structure that I'm going to set up. And once we've got the tanner site, we can start crafting some leather. Let's see, okay, cool. We're just sending Miles also there to go to his house. And let's just jump into the next day, and so that we can get going. Get all the things ready for Liberating Padstow. I just want to recruit 2 of those villagers, and I'm going to show you the 2 that I've got in mind. They've got some really good stats, and I think I can actually give them the basic gambeson. I think they will be able to equip that. And if we've got 3 or 4 of my villagers that's got the basic gambeson, then I think we'll have a much easier time with the brigands. You see, the other problem is that we don't have the weapons rack. I need to set up my weapons rack. And I want to do it kind of like also in the central part of where the village is. Maybe where the staging ground is. I think that's a pretty good spot for it.
The village is looking better and better.
Because if I've got this, it's going to be much easier then to get them assembled. So the weapons rack, or maybe we should do it by the village hall. It's maybe not a bad place to have it. On this side, I would say. Let's keep the weapons rack here. You don't want it too close to the road. So yeah, let's place the weapons rack right over here. Now we still need to get the wood. I do have wood, obviously with those housing tents that I was taking down. Got some berry jam, fish stew. So I'm making quite a lot of fish stew at the moment, and then we've got the fine stew as well. Right. So for myself, I'm going to just grab myself a fish stew and the berry stew as well. I think I've got enough arrows, so I'm not going to bother with the arrows now. I think 16 should be fine. So let's just see. We're looking for a strength book, specifically a green one. If we can get that, I think we will be able to go up to level 4. So at the moment, no, I don't see a strength book over here. I'll look at my other storages. So I want to give one of the new villagers that I'm going to recruit, I want to give them the basic gambeson. And let's just see, we also want to give them, I've got a fine axe over here, which is great. But I think I'm going to rather give them the falchions. And we're going to need 2 bags.
My fingers are freezing
These
over.
nomad's boots we're going to need. And then let's just see the gloves. 2 gloves, now the head. Got the traveler's hood. Okay. What else do we need? Okay, let's actually
Happy
just
days,
go
all
here to
thanks to you.
Padstow quickly. I want to see the villages that I'm looking for. So yeah, I think this is the one person that I want, Annie. This is the one person that I want to recruit, and you can see that the strength is at 5. So she will be able to equip the basic gambeson. And this is the one person that I want to recruit because she's a carpenter. And then we've also got,
So
I
far,
believe
we're
it's a
doing great
woodsman
work,
that I
don't you
wanted
think?
to recruit. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was this lady, Ellen. Yeah. I think it was Ellen. She's got the marksman capability and the stalwart capability, so that's probably the one that I want to recruit. And like I say, she's got the woodsman capability. Now with the stalwart, it does cause your productivity to
All
be
done in
less
good
or
days
to
of
be
work.
slower. But the stats are so good in any case, so I thought, well, you know, I might as well just use her in any case. If we've got a lot of villagers, it's going to be fine. So she's going to have a bow and arrow. We're going to have to give her maybe also a falcon. She's got a high strength, so she's going to need a quiver, the bow, and the arrows. The arrows aren't going to fit. So we'll just give the quiver and the bows. Or the quiver and the bow. And then we need another falcon. So let's just head out to the storage on this side. My stockpile. I've got currently almost 4,300 from now. I don't know if it's enough to recruit 2 villagers. I'm just hoping that it is. You can see we've got a whole bunch of crows in here. When I come back after recruiting those other 2 villagers, I'll maybe just butcher them just to get the meat and the feathers. Yes, the falcons. Okay, cool. Alright, so I think we are good to go. But we still need 1 plank shield, maybe. We only need a plank shield additionally. I don't know if we'll be able to fit it in here, but I think there's enough space. So I want to maybe give the...
Glad it's my home. What news do you bring?
Why doesn't George have armor on? There you go. I don't know, I sent them to the warehouse to just fetch the weapons, but then he just undressed himself. Okay, there's the plank. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so hand, feet, head. We just need one more of the adventurer garb. Okay, there we go. Right, so I'm gonna first equip Annie. That's definitely the first person I want to recruit. Annie, the carpenter.
I'm hungry.
Once we were a proud village.
Yeah, I'm busy crafting sturdy falcons as well. And I think I'm gonna use the sturdy falcon for myself.
It's not often that a stranger come and see me once we've had the chance to get to know you. You're unfamiliar, and we don't do well with that.
Okay, so the exception is I can be on protector level, but the village needs to be liberated. That's kind of strange. Because you automatically become a Bellwright if the village is liberated, so... I've got a funny feeling all of these can only be hired when it's liberated. Okay, let's just see this other one. Ellen. Yeah. Let's see if we can recruit her.
You're a new face. What brings you to our village? There was a time when we were more welcoming.
Okay, so unfortunately I can only recruit these if the village is liberated. So let's just see that I can probably recruit this guy. He's got good archery skills, so I'll probably hire him as an archer. Okay, so that's one. I do need some extra villagers though. Let's just see here. Okay, nearsighted and a weakling, so I don't want that. Pessimist, they are terrible to have. Nearsighted. This is actually not a bad one. If I use him as a military person, the nearsighted isn't that bad actually. Okay. I think let's recruit this guy. So this person has got 3 strength and but we do need 4 strength. Okay, so unfortunately we can't give him the basic ambition, but he will be a very good warrior. Because, yeah, with the 3 strength, just here, I'm gonna have to just mark this person.
Morning, lads. Keep an eye on those beggars. They'll try anything to avoid work.
Okay, I did mark the person. So you can see there, it's got 3 strength, and also 3 for the one-handed weapons, and 5 for the shield. And then there's also 4 for the two-handed. So eventually, I will change this guy, I will change him into a vanguard, which is like a heavy soldier with a two-handed weapon. What I generally do with the two-handed soldiers, or two-handed weapon soldiers, I use them to flank any army that I attack. So I will send my guys in with the shields and the arrows at the back, and then from the side I'll send the guys with the heavy weapons. I'll send them in coming from the side once they're already engaged in combat, and they can attack from the back, and they can cause some pretty bad damage. There we go. Okay, see they're going crafting very fast on the basic ambitions now. Now, in order for me to liberate Padstow, I'm probably going to have to utilize all of my villagers to liberate them.
All hail the Bellwright, our steadfast leader and savior.
May the gods protect you. If you
Okay,
learn
so
the
here's
trust of the
Matt.
elder,
So you
then
can
that's
see
good
with
enough
the
for me.
nearsighted
I'm ready to align with you.
debuff, it causes -2 for the archery and agility. But what's nice about it, it's also -20% of the arrow piercing damage received. So they're actually very good hand-to-hand combat soldiers to have. So 2000 renown, yeah, okay. So let's do this. I'm gonna recruit you, and we're gonna give you the shield and the falcon. There's a bag, and then you're gonna also just have to stick with the adventurer's garb for now. I forgot to give you some proper pants. Okay, but we can give it to you when we get back to the village. Take the bag. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna just assign him as a worker. And now from here we can just get everybody ready to go liberate Padstow. Okay, now from here I've got to just change a few settings over here. Let's see, are they still busy with this? Oh my word, they are still busy with that. I'm gonna just have to get some lock somewhere so that they can just continue the research there. So with this weaver loom, I've got to just do a few settings over here. So manage loom. So for the thatch, let's just do this. 20 thatch. Top up. Simple cord, also 20. 20. And 20 for the linen. Right. And then here with the weaver table, I don't know. I'm going to adjust this maybe a little bit later. Oh my goodness, we've got bandits running over here again. I actually did hit him. But I didn't care. Yeah, come. Only waking up now. Headshot. Okay, there we go. Got some nice extra renown over there, and we've got some ropes and some straps. Good. I'm gonna just let them start building the second barn as well. I want to squeeze it in here. I want to keep kind of all the storage together. I will probably eventually add more, and I'll just move the campfire a little bit further down.
Hurry up and harvest, or it's snow and roots stew
But
for
yeah,
us.
let's put another one right over here like so. Keep it everything nice compact. There's some rope. Okay, and I think I'm gonna grab for myself. Doesn't look like there's any food left in here. Okay, so let's just leave that for now.
Hurry up and harvest, or it's
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go grab those crow carcasses, and I'm gonna come here to the butchering table.
Bitter cold today.
Just to so that we've got access to some more food. They really go through the food so quickly. So you can see they're bringing all the carcasses here, but they're not getting to the actual butchering. So I'm going to take all of these carcasses. We're going to get a lot of small meat that we can then utilize. Just to make different stews and also to make the smoked meat and the cooked meat. Here we go. So I've got a pretty cool animation here for gutting the stuff. Now, I don't know, I can't remember if it's just for the deer, that if you've got the deer here by this hanging rack, you actually become covered in blood. But when you do the butchering on the table, it doesn't seem like you get any of the blood on you. It's a little bit more clean compared to when you're doing the deer. Alrighty, so we butchered all of the meat from the crows, and I've also managed to get some fish. So they actually caught a little bit of fish. So we can put that on the open fire. Let's do 2 fish and 2 small meat. Let's put that on the open fire. And then here we've got a sturdy falcon. I'm going to utilize that for myself. We need to have 3 strength, which I've got, obviously. So that's good. I'm quite happy about that. That's going to at least help me do some more damage. So let's just equip that sturdy falcon. Let's see how it looks. Very nice. Yeah, that's a really good looking sword. That's gonna definitely help us when we want to liberate Padstow now. Right, and I'm gonna just take this other meat. We can put this on the smoker. Got some burnt meat over there, which is okay.
Bitter cold today. Best bundle up tight.
I want to actually use that burnt meat maybe to just sell that. And let's also do a fine stew. So for the fine stew, we need garlic and mushroom. Yep. And we also need some water that we can get here from the well. Yeah. At least we can craft some fine stew over there.
Hope you like layers because winter's got plenty.
Okay, we've got the fish grilling over here.
My fingers are freezing over.
Want to see something. They did take all the resources that we had here for the houses. Looks like they already took all of that away. But now I need another 3 logs to just complete that Tanner's Heart research. So let's maybe just go ahead and chop down one of these trees. Alrighty, yeah, so I'm gonna just chop down these trees, get another 3 logs that we can then place there into the village hall, so that we can complete that research. And then I'm gonna jump onto the next day and then just assemble all the villages really, so that then we can attempt to liberate Padstow. Alrighty, so we are onto the next day, and you can see that the Tanner's Hut has been researched, and also I've got some more fish in here, so they did manage to capture a few fish extra. And now I just want to get all of the people together. I also purchased some berry bread from a merchant that passed by. Yeah, I think it's a really obviously good food to have, especially if we're going to go and try to liberate the village. But I'm going to maybe just get all of my villagers together. We're just going to need the food. That's the only problem. I don't know if we've got enough food. So let's just maybe put this fish on the grill. We've got 4 pieces of fish. Now I would prefer to do it on the open fire instead of smoking it, because the smoked fish, I've mentioned this before, gives a lot of stamina, but the grilled fish actually gives a lot of health. So I want to rather put it on the grill. I'm gonna just need to get a whole bunch of wood here so that we can just cook some of the meat. And then if everybody's got meat, then we can attempt to liberate Padstow. Now I'm gonna just have to assign some more people as cooks. I'm gonna maybe have to get more people to make it the top priority. Let's just see here. So how many people do have cooking as a top priority? You see, there's only one person, and that's Lovomir. So we've got to look for people with good cooking skills, like really high cooking skills. So Simus is pretty good with that. We can maybe look at getting Simus to do it, to do some cooking. And who else? This Matt is pretty good. He can also go up to 6, so let's maybe put him on top priority for cooking. Here we go. Shame he had to just accept the burnt meat. There was no other food. So let's just cook a whole bunch of meat before we head out. Now at least I can give 2 other villagers, I can give some of the berry bread. Okay, you've already got the meat on there. Okay, that's fine.
Hope you like layers because winter's got plenty.
Okay, well, I'm putting the fish on here now. I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Yes, what do you want?
Okay, so Matt, we still need to give you some good pants. But let's just assign you as a companion, and let's look for some good pants for you. Rugged trousers. Here we go.
I've got your back.
Alright, so you've got the berry bread and then also maybe a mushroom and some actual berries. We can also place in your inventory.
Small city there, don't you think?
Glad it's my home.
Right, so I'm gonna drop all of this wood here. Okay, so let's see here.
All done in a good days of work.
I want to maybe just get the best companions. I want to form part of the group for now. So obviously when we go now to attempt to liberate the village, we only have to take out a few of the brigands that's walking around the actual village.
Ready
And
to
then
lend a
we've got to
hand.
build the bell tower, and then we have to do the official liberation. Let's see, okay, you've only got 2 strength, so I think you are well equipped, or equipped enough. It's gonna take all of this meat off. And let's just see,
I feel it's going to be a good day.
got a whole bunch of extra meat that we can put onto the fire. Just want to put all the small pieces of meat. Here we go. Right, let's just see here. Okay, so
Bit nippy this
Rudy,
morning.
gonna send him as a companion. Simus, Elise definitely.
The biting cold reminds us
Penny.
that winter is relentless.
George. I'm gonna maybe keep Justina. Lubomir can go. Miles and Robert can also go. Alright, so I think these are the guys that I definitely want to assign to go with me. I just need to make sure that they've got the right weapons. So, for example, George here is running around with a carpenter hammer. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's see, inventory. Let's give him some meat. Right, so everybody is geared up now, and I'm gonna just head into Padstow. I think we've got enough people here just to take out the initial bandits. And then from there, I'm going to obviously set up the bell tower, and then we'll have to do the proper liberation. I can see there's a traveling merchant over here. We might be able to get some good food here. Some additional good food. I've got plenty of coins, so I'm going to maybe just go ahead and see if I can buy anything additional. So yeah, he's got one piece of large smoked meat. That's not going to make that big of a difference, but it's fine. It will help either way. I'll most likely actually use it for myself, because I can see my health bar is a little bit on the low side. We've got some wild boars running around here, so I'm going to take a little bit of a detour to just get around the boars. Let's see, Elise is getting hungry.
Anything you command.
Okay, so let's maybe give her the fish and the berries. There we go.
Onward!
I can see even the wildlife attacks the traveling merchants. That's quite funny. I didn't think the wildlife was also going to attack them. Alright, we're coming into the village now, so what I'm going to do is, before I get started in liberating this town, I want to maybe just go to the merchant over here as well, see if we can get some additional food.
Be careful, lad. Greetings, stranger.
Okay, we've actually got a whole bunch of roasted mushrooms over here. I'm gonna just go ahead and purchase a whole bunch of this. There we go. At least I can give mushrooms to everybody.
Sorry, I'm too hungry to battle.
I will give you a mushroom stew as well.
Ready to lend a hand.
Matt.
Ready
We'll
when
just
you
give to everybody something
My
over
stomach
here.
is grumbling.
Wherever you go, I'm ready.
If I don't eat something soon, I'll have to leave.
Okay, Labomir. Just chill out, man.
I've got your back.
Alright, so I think everybody is sorted out with the food. So let's just see if we can get a brigand that's walking somewhere over here. I want to try and isolate them, if we can get at least one of them. Let's see if we can try something over here. Ah, here we go. We've got one brigand over here. Actually got 3 of them. No, maybe we should just go for them. There's 4 brigands now here together. I'm gonna just go for them. Why not? Let's do this. There we go. See, that sturdy falcon is really handy. Here we go. There's another one. Looks like we've only got one more left over here. They took Elise down. Robin is also down. See, they're running somewhere. Oh no, okay, that's it. Okay, great stuff. So we've actually managed to take her down, all of the guys. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send all of them home. Let's just maybe give them some food if I can. I'm going to use this meat for myself. Actually, you know what? Let's just send them home. Let's just do this. Dismiss.
Hurry up and harvest, or it's snow and root stew for us.
All done in a good day's of work.
And I'm gonna just grab all of the loot, and then we can look for a place where we can place the bell tower. Alright, we've got some good food over here. That's definitely going to come in handy when we've got to now do the official liberation. We've still got one companion left somewhere. Where's this guy, Matt? Where is he? He wasn't taken down, so just change him to a worker again. Matt just got lost in action. Oh, we've got some sturdy arrows, so now that I'm gonna equip for myself. Okay, good. So we've got now all of the loot. And I'm going to just look for the place where we can put the bell tower. And generally I like to place the bell tower on this side. Because we're also going to have the brigands that's going to come attack from this side. So yeah, I like to just keep it here maybe. You see there's bandits coming up here. Or one bandit. We can take him on. Let's do it. Oh, it's like a rogue bandit coming in here. Oh, the sturdy falcon really took out that plank shield pretty quickly. And here we've got some more bandits coming in. Looks like 3 coming here. Let's go for it. That's a good shot. Boom. Headshots. There we go. Oh, that was easy enough. Oh, these are some cheeky bandits. They're just coming in into the village as if they own it. Right, so the location that I want to place the village bell tower is roundabout over here. I'm thinking of placing it kind of like just over here. This does seem like an appropriate location. So let's just put it there. Got a few copper nails. 4. There we go. Then we just need some extra wood and logs. Okay. He arrives tomorrow. No items. So we're missing logs. And no planks. Alright, so we've got to just basically go and craft the planks, but I can get some logs and some wood around here, so yeah. I think what I'm going to do is let's just drop all of the food, and I'm gonna have to just make sure the food preparation, everything goes well at the village. We need to be definitely better equipped when we're gonna do the official liberation. Well, thank you so much everybody for watching, and then I'm gonna see you in the next one.
In a game of adventure and strategy, we make our mark. That's the game of building kingdoms from the top.